Hello everyone, Molweni, igama lami Sonwa. Welcome to Lewis. This is Learning isiXhosa with Sonwa, our learning series where we're using In Search of Happiness, the book, the novel In Search of Happiness, to learn isiXhosa together by translating parts of this book as we go along. We are coming to you from Blank Studios, and they are on Instagram, #blank_studios_, #blank_studios_. And thank you to Blank for allowing us, for partnering with us in terms of allowing us to use their beautiful, incredible space. Ungubani igama lakho? Ungubani igama lakho? Igama lamu ndingu. What is your name? Ungubani igama lakho? Igama lamu ndingu Sonwa. That's how you would answer that question in isiXhosa. Now, in previous episodes, like episode 7, we did read the blurb. And this episode, we're just going to go straight into the part that we are extracting from the blurb to translate and learn isiXhosa using it. And this part reads as follows. Nana learns firsthand just how brutal ignorance can be and how hard it is to hold on to happiness. It's a fictional story. I wrote the book, so my imagination, my creation in terms of putting this book together. It's not based on a real story, it's fictional. That has parts that are some parts are not quite as positive, but you have a character that's looking for solutions. It is fictional. Nana learns firsthand just how brutal ignorance can be and how hard it is to hold on to happiness. How would you say that in isiXhosa? Unana uzifundela ngokwakhe ukuba ngamanye amaxesha bunenkohlakalo kangakanani na ukungazi nokuba kunzima kangakanani ukubambelela kulonwabo. So that's how you would read that sentence. I know it's quite a mouthful, but it's quite dense and packed, but don't worry, we will take each word and try to understand it and try to understand it better. Unana uzifundela ngokwakhe ukuba ngamanye amaxesha bunenkohlakalo kangakanani na ukungazi nokuba kunzima kangakanani na ukubambelela kulonwabo, to hold on to happiness. Now, looking at each part and each word, unana, this is of course a person's name. It's prefixed with u. The prefix is u, mainly for like u Sonwabiso, u Michael, u John, u Tolani. It would be u before a person's name if you are referring to a person about to say something about them. Unana uzifundela. Now, means ukufunda means to read or to learn. Unana uzifundela, so she is learning by herself. She's learning by herself. Ngokwakhe, again, this adds to that. In her own way, This is Nana's lived experience according to this fictional story. Nana learns uzifundela ngokwakhe, first hand, like by herself. This is not third-party knowledge that she's getting. Living her life and in that way collecting these experiences that we learn about in this book. Ngokwakhe, on her own, ngokwakhe. Ukuba. Now, ukuba is a reported speech that means how, ukuba. It can also either mean when or that. Depends on the context. Ukuba ndiyahamba, when I am going. You want to say, like, I want to know ukuba kunjani. That is reported speech. Ukuba, a reported speech, means how, ukuba. Ngamanye amaxesha, that carries the can be, but a literal translation of ngamanye amaxesha is some of the times, but it can be. In this context, it means can be. Ngamanye amaxesha bunenkohlakalo. Remember, it's a fictional story. The root word in kohlakalo, brutality, those kind of things, brutality, bunenkohlakalo. Bu indicating the state of the condition. Bunenkohlakalo. In this case, not knowing sometimes we don't know how we are hurting other people. And because we don't know, we're not able to change that behavior. But the minute we learn, and hopefully we do something about it, when we learn, people may know and still choose to carry on, know that this action, this behavior is hurting the next person, but then still choose to carry on. Some people may not know that a certain behavior is hurting a person. It can happen that way sometimes. That it has like some brutality, some harshness in it. Not knowing can have some harshness in it, some harshness, like harsh in it. Kangakanani means how much, how great, how the extent or the degree of something, the extent to which. Kangakanani. Now is a standalone particle, standalone word, you know, that signifies a level of the level. Like kangakanani na. Like you kind of like asking a question about that. Kangakanani na. What to signify that is quite as the battery goes off. Okay. Ukungazi. Ukungazi, not knowing. Ukungazi. Yazi, okanye ukwazi is to know something. Ukungazi. The nga turns the verb sort of like into a negative. Ukungazi, not knowing. Ukwazi is knowing. Nokuba, that's also a conjunction word. Kunzima means it's hard or it's difficult. Kunzima means it's hard or difficult. Kangakanani means how much or how great, how big, to express the extent of something, the degree of something. Like ukubambelela. Now ukubambelela is to hold on to something. Ukubambelela is to hold on. If I think of the terms of religions, like in terms of religious groupings, many of them, and many things I see as falling in continuums, and religion or spirituality is one of those things I see as falling into a continuum. To hold on to something, to hold on to faith, and to hold on to a faith or something. Kulonwabo. Kulonwabo means happiness, to hold on to happiness. Now if we go back and read then that sentence slowly again. Unana uzifundela ngokwakhe ukuba ngamanye amaxesha bunenkohlakalo kangakanani na ukungazi nokuba kunzima kangakanani ukubambelela kulonwabo, to hold on to happiness, Now, please practice, and how I would suggest working with these episodes is pause, rewind, practice, and how you're saying these words in practice. That would be great. And let us know how you're doing. Send voice notes to this number 079-833-2310. If you're outside the borders of South Africa, it's +2779283332310. Please send us voice notes. Let us know how you're doing. Send us voice notes speaking isiXhosa on this number. And you also get to interact with me or one of our team members as in terms of coaching you. The book In Search of Happiness that we are using as a tool that we are using to learn from is available for sale, and also you can use the same number. You can just type book to the same number and we'll come back to you with information as to where and how you can get that book. If you'd like to buy me coffee for this episode, you're welcome to use the same number. Please just write coffee and send a WhatsApp message to this number, and I will reply then to you by a very short voice call. And this is also to safeguard different things that happen with cell phone numbers. To safeguard everyone, we will never send a message to you or to anyone asking for money using this number. So if you get a message asking for money using this number, my suggestion is to block that number, block and report that number. If you get a phone call that seemingly comes from this number or that comes from this number saying we are looking for money, please help us, we are learning isiXhosa with someone, block. Don't speak to those people again. It won't be us. We don't do it that way. We wait for someone who is willing or would like to support our channel or likes the work that we do and likes to support our channel by saying coffee, and I then come back to you with a short voice video call to verify that it's me, and we can take it from there as to how you can support the channel. We are coming to you from Blank Studios, #blank_studios_. Check them out on Instagram. Bye bye.